Welcome back to another episode of NFT Catcher Podcast. We'd like to remind everybody that nothing on the show is meant as financial advice, and to please do your own research. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Now the subject is NFTs.
They're known as non-fungible tokens, or NFTs.
NFTs are exploding in popularity.
This is a technology that will forever change the way people interact.
So it is happening whether you understand it and like it or not.
This phenomenon is moving. The digital.
You have now joined Jenny from the Blockchain and Michael Keene on the NFT Catcher Podcast.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the NFT Catcher Podcast with me, Jenny from the Blockchain, and my co-host, Michael Keene. Today, we have another recap episode for you to let you know what has been going on in the NFT space in the past week or so. And also, we're going to be on a little bit of a break as well, so you won't hear from us in probably like 3 weeks. But don't worry, just so you know, we will not be disappearing. I'm just going to Europe, so we're taking a break.
Hell yeah. Do you want to talk about the Europe trip? I don't think I got the cities and stuff. I'm really interested to hear where
I
you're
know.
going.
I have a list right here.
No, I can't wait. I might have some. If I have some, I might have some suggestions.
Oh yeah,
for
please.
You.
Yeah, I would like to. So, basically, I'm meeting my boyfriend and a group of his guy friends out there. So, some of these places, I'm like, what is this place? But then I definitely feel safe knowing I'm with like a group of guys.
You're going to be plenty safe.
So, these are the places I'm going. And I'm leaving on Halloween, by the way, you guys. So that's kind of exciting. But I am flying into Vienna, Austria.
Heck yeah.
And then we're going to Bratislava, Slovakia. And then Budapest, Hungary. Which reminds me of the Grand Budapest Hotel, that movie.
You're going to love Budapest. So cool.
Then Belgrade, Serbia.
Wow.
Then Bucharest, Romania.
Bucharest, Romania. Wow. Are you going to interview Andrew Tate?
Yeah. So we're going to be interviewing.
That's where you got him for the pod?
Yeah. Secured him for the pod. This is breaking news, folks.
That's where he's at. You're going to
live
Bucharest.
interview.
Wow. You're going to many. I haven't been to a lot of these places. You're going. This is a really cool tour you're doing.
Two more spots. Two more spots.
Please.
I know it's not the classic Europe, right?
So let me guess. You're probably going to go to like Krakow, Poland, or Warsaw, Poland.
Nope.
Okay. You're going to be going.
You got
to
2 more guesses.
Split, Croatia.
No, they actually already went to Croatia.
Okay,
they're there right now. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Zagreb, Croatia.
Yep, sure. Zagreb, Croatia, sure.
They went there.
Okay.
So,
Beautiful.
okay. So the
I
other
think that's where the Game of Thrones castle is. One of the Game of Thrones castles.
Where they like record there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of locations in Croatia, like off the coast and stuff. They do. Yeah.
I didn't mean record. I meant like film or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. The last 2 spots: Istanbul, Turkey.
Wow.
And Cairo, Egypt. And then
nice. Look at you.
Flying out of Cairo.
That's insane.
I know.
That's
so
insane. I love that trip.
Yeah.
That's epic.
So, I'm pumped because, I haven't been to too many spots.
Now you're going to all of them.
I know. Definitely never been to Europe.
I mean, Turkey, Hungary, Egypt, like all that is so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm very excited. Yeah,
I can't wait
and they
to
kind of
hear
have it
about
all planned out, and they've been doing like tours and stuff, which is great because I don't know much about where we're going, so I like tours.
Tours are good. The free walking tours are awesome. Free walking tours are like one of my favorite things to do. Every time I go to a new city,
for sure.
The free walking tour. You know what those are?
Is that different? No.
There's all kinds of different tours. You can find a million different tours, but there's one called. Every city has these free walking tours, and I love them. It's free. You just tip at the end, and it'll be a local guide, and you meet people from all around the world. I love those. If you Google it, free walking tour,
I'll have to write that
Budapest,
down.
It'll pop right up for you. I also love doing food tours. It sounds like they have it planned out pretty well. So it's your boyfriend and a group of his guy friends. Did he invite you, or did you say like, I'm coming?
No, so it basically it's his friends / coworkers. Like it's like
Oh, sure.
it was
I
like
got you.
the first 2 weeks was like a work trip, right?
Yeah.
And
So he's gone like 6 weeks in Europe. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he left from the cruise. Remember we went on that cruise in Miami?
Yeah.
And okay, so from there they went straight to Europe. And then so they were like, okay, so the first 2 weeks is on, our dime, and that after that it's on everyone else's dime, right?
Yeah.
So then he's like, okay, just come out,
Those are actually like all the
November
cheapest
1st.
places to go to. Those are relatively
Oh, let's
inexpensive
go.
places to go.
Oh, well, that's good. I
Yeah.
like places. Oh,
Relatively.
oh my God.
Cheaper than like Paris and London and stuff.
Yeah. I like places that are like, you can get a better bang for your buck,
Yeah. You really can. Now, those places are really fun. Like, they're party towns, and it's going to be really cool stuff. You're getting a huge, then you're going to go to Istanbul, Turkey, which is, a whole nother world. The Turkey has some amazing, how far is Göbekli Tepe from Istanbul? I know you're planned out, but Göbekli Tepe is, one of my bucket list locations on the planet. I'm trying to see how far it is from Istanbul. I think it's pretty far. It's one of the oldest. It's like a 13,000-year-old civilization they found. They can't even explain. They thought people were not building anything, and then they found these gigantic megalithic structures at this place not too long ago. Yep. And it's only like 5% excavated, and it's like super impressive, but it's so old. Like twice as old as the oldest pyramids, like really crazy stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, where is that, you said?
It's in Turkey. It's called Göbekli Tepe. And it's 12 hours from Istanbul. You'd have to fly. It's not going to be part of your trip. It's on the other side of the country. It's over near
who knows? Maybe
the
we'll go
border
there.
with Syria. Yeah. It's near the border with Syria.
Oh, and by the way, I did not invite myself to this trip, okay? I didn't even answer that question. My boyfriend definitely wanted me to come. And I almost didn't come. And then he's like, no, you have to come. Like, I'll pay for your flights. Just come. He like really wanted me to come. So
cool.
But I actually booked my flight there with my points. It was only 40,000 points from United and like $40 or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
Into where's the first city you're going to? That's a good deal.
Vienna, Austria.
That's a really good deal.
Yeah, otherwise it was like 700 something bucks.
Right,
one way.
no doubt.
So
Vienna's gonna be really nice. I thought you guys would be saying you're going to Prague. Did you also go to Prague, or is that just not on the?
So this is where they went. They basically went to like
Prague's really special. I loved Prague. Loved it.
Prague. They went to
it's super close to Vienna. Go ahead.
Rome, Italy, Florence, Italy, Milan, Italy, Venice, Italy. So like all of Italy. Then they went to Ljubljana, Slovenia. I do not know. I don't know. Slovenia. And then they went to, or now they're in Croatia. So, but I guess in Slovenia, there's like the largest caves. I don't know if you know about that, but it's like, there's like this crazy cave system that's like miles and miles. And
in Croatia?
No, in Slovenia.
Oh, in Slovenia. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar. Nope.
Yeah, largest cave in Europe. It's 15 miles long. He was saying, and he sent like videos. Yeah, so it's kind of crazy. I like caves.
That's an epic trip. You're getting ready for an epic trip. That's super exciting.
I'm gonna come back a changed woman.
Yeah, you're gonna have a different perspective on a lot of things because you're going to Egypt and you're gonna see the pyramids. Like
I know, and apparently on November 15th, there's literally a party at the pyramids.
No shit.
Like we're gonna be partying with the aliens. So
wow, partying with the aliens. I love it.
Party with the aliens. Yeah,
crazy.
And then I think I'm gonna fly home after that instead of going home for Thanksgiving because it's like just way cheaper to just fly home and then fly back. So yeah, I'll be back in a few weeks, folks.
Wow. Now I'm jealous. That's an incredible trip. Can I come? Can I like?
Yeah, tag along.
Will he pay for my flight? Will he pay for my flight? Do you
I'll
listen
ask.
to this podcast, Jenny's boyfriend? Like,
No, I don't think he's ever listened to it. I don't want him to listen to the podcast.
You don't even tell him you have one. You're like, oh no.
I'm like, yeah, no, no podcasts.
Right.
No, he knows that one, but I think in the beginning of us dating, like he listened a little bit, but
Right.
I don't know.
That's
I get
funny.
embarrassed. I'm like, nobody that I know listen, please, thank you. Or if you do,
I
don't tell me
even
that you do.
I know some people listen. Like one of my buddies, Sean, will like. He's not even into NFTs, but like every now and then, I listened last week, and what you said about, it's funny what you said about like something. We'll just do it.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty
well,
funny.
that's nice.
Yeah. So NFTs, I actually came up with a decent amount of
NFTs.
news this.
Non-fungible token. Yes, news. Hit us with the news.
All right. So came across on my Instagram, Logan Paul and Kevin Durant were talking. And Logan Paul goes, "Yeah, I bought an NFT for over $600,000. It's worth $10." And then it flashes up the Oni Force on the screen. And he goes,
my gosh.
"It's literally worth $10." He says. And then Kevin Durant goes, "Oh man, I really thought NFTs were going to be something."
Wait, is this a commercial? Like what is
No,
this?
it was like a podcast segment that they clicked. They were talking on the.
Okay, he lied. It's not literally worth $10.
No, it's
In
not.
fact,
I know he lied.
let's look it up right now for the Oni Force.
And Kevin Durant's wrong too, because he said he really thought they are going to be something. There's still something. There's something.
We're offended.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kevin.
let's see. Hold on.
And
Let's
Logan
look
goes, "Me too." Kevin goes, "I really thought NFTs were going to be something."
Yeah. So the floor is $490. Okay. If we're doing dollars, $490. So if you floored his right now, that's how much you
Yeah,
get.
but his would
also,
be worth a little more than that because he owned it.
Yeah, he has a really rare one. Like, mind you, he paid up $600,000. That was not ever the floor for Oni Force. He just paid. He pulled the Justin Bieber with the Bored Apes movie.
Ah, got him. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Like yeah, it's just exaggerated. But anyways, it was probably more. I guess the more realistic is 600,000 to 460. Oh, wait, I forget how much I said. But anyways,
Yeah.
that's interesting that he was.
Yeah, I
talking
thought it was funny that they just like, I mean, there's so much like when I Google the news every week when we're doing this podcast and like there's always an article that says NFTs are dead. NFTs are down 99%. Like there's always.
I thought
from
we
a
were in the bull
different-
market. What the heck?
I know. Honestly, there was a lot of action. Like there was like a Peter Thiel article that he is bullish on NFTs. There was like there's a lot more than normal that I found. One thing I found interesting is Cardano is adding an L2 called Midgard. They just announced this a day or two ago. And it's got some really interesting technology, supposedly permissionless, Says it puts them ahead of ETH, Sol, and SUI technologically.
SUI?
SUI, S-U-I. You know that blockchain?
What's that? No,
It's
never
one of
heard
the
of
other
it.
competitors. Is.
You know that blockchain?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Beanie talked about it for a while.
We've never mentioned it on the pod. This is the
probably
first
not.
time.
It might be.
Sweet.
But Cardano's got a lot of money. They have like $800 million in their treasury or something crazy.
Jeez.
Wow.
Cardano.
These crypto. Whew, a lot of money floating around.
Yeah.
A lot of money floating
I
around.
know.
Bruce Lee is going to be dropping some NFTs with a company called 1inch.
Bruce
It's another one of
Lee.
these. Yeah, Bruce Lee, the kung fu martial
Yeah.
artist. Yep.
He's a little late to the wave, though.
Well, he's not alive. It's his family doing it.
He's not alive? Wait.
No,
did I
Bruce
know
Lee died
this? Hold on. When did he pass away?
like 2 weeks ago.
How come you're always breaking news
No,
to me
I'm
about
joking.
people
I'm joking.
dying?
Bruce Lee died like 35 years ago or something.
Wait, 1973?
Yeah, right. Bruce Lee died 50 years ago.
What? Wait.
Before I was born. Oh my
No
God.
way.
Yep.
Wait, he wasn't he in Karate Kid? Who was that guy then?
Karate Kid was in the 80s. That was Ralph, the old guy. That
Wait,
was,
no, I'm getting things confused. No, not the old guy. Was he old?
yeah, the old guy, wax on, wax off, Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Miyagi. That's not Bruce Lee.
Okay, Bruce Lee. Okay, I guess I've never seen a Bruce
They
Lee
don't all
movie.
they all look alike, I guess. Jenny.
No, I don't think I've ever seen a Bruce Lee movie.
Probably
Wait.
not. His movies are like
Yeah, but I know his name because it's like he's iconic.
Well,
like,
yeah,
everyone knows him.
exactly. You probably unless you watch like old kung fu movies, you probably never saw a movie.
So, oh my gosh, kung fu movies
Enter
used
the
to be
Dragon.
so popular, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's so crazy. I need
With
to
like
watch.
with the dubbed voiceover, where they'd be like, I go with the mom.
And it was just them like
Right.
fighting each other.
Yep.
So he was
Now-
just really so he was like a kung fu artist, martial artist, and then he became an actor or what? What's his story?
He was a martial artist. I think he was like a world champion. He invented like multiple martial art skills, and he was like just known as just a master. And then he went to Hollywood, became an actor. Fist of Fury, Enter the Dragon, like all those classics. His son was an actor too. Do you remember Brandon Lee? Remember the movie Crow? He was shot and killed on the scene of the filming of Crow. You remember that story?
Oh no.
Yep. Brandon Lee. I think he was shot by like a fake gun by mistake or something.
Oh, you know who I was thinking of? Jackie Chan. That's who I was thinking for Bruce
Yeah.
Lee.
Jackie
Wait, so what's
Chan's
with
like
Jackie
a stuntman.
Chan?
Jackie Chan was like a stuntman. The stuntman that did well.
So he wasn't.
If you remember. Right.
Okay.
He was like a stuntman that became an actor, did all his own stunts. Then he started doing movies with Chris Tucker.
Oh.
That's not Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I was thinking of Jackie
Yeah,
Chan.
so Bruce
Okay.
Lee family's dropping some NFTs. And I think they even dropped
Yeah,
some
sorry,
back
back
in
to
the
the.
day. Nah, whatever.
Yeah.
And, but if you participate in whatever they're doing, you will receive a POAP with a chance to win some actual like memorabilia prizes of his.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
Yeah. So if you're interested in Bruce Lee, the company's 1inch. He did drop NFTs before. I'm not like expecting them to be worth all kinds of money. I think
Right.
they're selling them for like $40.
I wonder if like some of his belongings are like in museums and stuff.
I'm shit.
I
Sure,
always
he's
think
like the
it's cool
number
when they do that.
one guy. He's like the number one guy ever in that kind of genre.
Damn, I
Oh,
need to
yeah.
watch some of this stuff. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I haven't watched probably anything since I was a teenager, honestly.
Yeah,
His son Brandon Lee,
he was 32 when he died. Jeez.
Bruce Lee, yep. And Brandon Lee was 28, his son.
Oh,
Do you remember that movie, The Crow? That was like a cult.
Oh, why didn't
Yeah.
you see that?
March 31st, 1993. Right before the Phillies' magical 1993 season started. Huh. Coincidence? Coincidence?
I think not.
I think not. Wow.
Why do you always have to mention football?
Nah, that's baseball.
Oh. Oh, well, anyways.
I was 13 years old, about to turn 14. The
You
Casanova of the
still
neighborhood.
remember.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Casanova.
I was the whole. Now I'm joking.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, let's move on. So yeah, there really has been a lot going on in the NFT space. More stuff is picking up. It's nice to see more news stories, being able to talk about more interesting things. And speaking of interesting things, I actually have been changing up my routine with Magic Mind a little bit.
Have you really?
I have a little bit. So now what I've been doing is finishing yoga, getting out, getting showered, doing a little bit of work. And then what I do is every day at 2:00, I go pick up my son, play soccer with him. We have a bunch of errands. Usually have sports at night. I don't get back in my office till 8 at night. I've been taking it now at 2:00 when I go to pick him up instead of in the morning.
Oh.
I feel amazing the rest of the day. Like ready. So I go play soccer with him and his friends after school. I'm usually the goalie. But it's instead of taking it first thing in the morning, I do my morning routine, get the kids to school, do yoga, all that, get showered, and then take it. And it really I get a really big full day with it. That stuff has become such a part of my routine.
That's awesome. Yeah, apparently at 2 p.m. is when everybody gets tired. It's like our body just naturally gets tired. So that's a pro tip. That is a good time to take it.
It's been
And-
working really well.
Yeah, for sure. I just take mine in the morning, but I might have to try out that 2 p.m. thing and see how that goes. Because I do usually get tired like around that time. And that might be a good time to take my Magic Mind. It's only a little, 2-ounce mental performance shot. Very quick, very easy, tastes good. And you guys know that we're very happy to work with them. And they have hooked us up with a code so you guys can get 20% off if you guys want to try out Magic Mind. So just go to magicmind.com/NFTcatcher20. Use code NFTcatcher20 for 20% off Magic Mind. And we will link all that in the description as well of the episode. Oh, I got some news. I got something.
I can't wait.
Bitcoin hit 70K.
It did? It did?
Saw it all over Twitter. It's back to 69-ish.
Oh.
But it was at 70K. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure I should have switched all my ETH to Bitcoin. I switched a lot of it. I'm like half and half, but I'm a little. But ETH
why? Are you bearish on ETH now?
No, I wouldn't say I'm bearish. It's
ETH's
just
at,
more 2,500. It's been at 2,500 for like a year, it seems like. It went up to like 3,400. We were like, yeah, here we go again. And then it came right back.
Okay, you think it's been actually exactly 1 year ago, it was 1,700.
Well, that's good. That's a nice return, honestly.
So, okay, and let's see a year ago how much Bitcoin was. Exactly 1 year ago, Bitcoin was 3,400.
Wow,
so they both
double up.
Yeah, that's a 2x actually.
Yeah. Nice. See, I knew it back then. I should have moved everything. Fuck ETH. Sitting on this goddamn ETH.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, relax, everybody. Relax.
Relax, guys.
Tensions are high. What do you think's going to happen with crypto with respect to this pending election in this country?
Oh, I think it's bullish. I think whatever happens is bullish, right?
Whatever happens is bullish?
I think so, yes. I think because
So the election is not irrelevant for crypto?
I'm
not saying either way. I'm not saying either way. I mean,
this is coming from someone who is not educated, and I know nothing. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but I think it'll pump regardless. I really do.
Yeah.
Because I think we're due for a bull. So I mean, I think we're due for like things to go crazy. So I think that it'll pump.
I hope so. I think there's a lot of things. I think there's a lot of things at play. Like, I know the economy was propped up pretty well this year because it's an election year. They always do that. So I worry. I don't know who's going to get it. Like, I worry that there might be, especially if there's like a war somewhere, there could be problems. But long term, we'll keep going. I don't know. Things seem a little on edge for, hopefully there's a pump. Like, but when there's a pump, that's because money's coming in. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I'm thinking. Like, next year, this whole year they spent making sure the economy looked good. You know what I mean? We're not going to let the economy go to shit during an election, God forbid. So, like, is it going to still hold up? Are they going to pump money in? Like, where are people going to get this extra money? For Bitcoin, all the institutions are coming in. I saw a really funny meme that said, Bitcoin 2011, fuck the banks. Bitcoin 2024, BlackRock, please buy the Bitcoin. You know, like it was originally.
No, they've been slowly accumulating, like
big time. And all the ETFs, like all that stuff is really bullish on Bitcoin.
It just takes some FOMO to get. I mean, people have money. People spend money on the dumbest stuff. Yeah. People have money. It's just more like, what are they spending it on? You know?
Yeah.
Or even if they don't have money, they still, I don't know, spend money that they don't have. So,
well, that we do for sure to the tune of $40 trillion. That's what a little bit of I guess that's a problem with this country, not every country. Speaking of spending money that is crazy, you know, there's been 2.6 billion bet on the election on Polymarket alone.
My gosh, that is so crazy.
2.6 billion.
Oh my gosh. That is a lot. Wow, Polymarket. Who made Polymarket?
I did hear the founder. It's been around for a long time. It took them a while to really get traction.
4 years, 2020.
Yeah, I forget the guy. Yeah, that's a long time.
Shane Copeland.
Yep. This has Trump at 66%, Kamala at 34%, and the popular vote, it keeps squeezing. It has Kamala at 57% and Trump at 43%. I can't
Really?
believe they think that Trump may win the popular vote.
You think Kamala will, or
I mean, the
Kamala or
Democrats
have you-
always win. The Democrats always win the popular vote. I'm not sure the last
Really?
Republican might have been Reagan, the last Republican to win. And that's basically the 1800s, right? According to you.
1700s, I think.
She's like Reagan. Yeah, I know. Reagan is one of those guys with like the black and white portraits.
Ronald Reagan, who's that? No, Ronald Reagan. No, I used to know all the presidents when I was a kid. Washington,
Yeah.
Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe. Okay, those are the first 5.
Adams is 6 again.
Okay, Washington,
John
Adams,
Quincy
Jefferson,
Adams.
Madison, Monroe, Adams.
Yep. And then who you got? Pierce.
And then there's a bunch of random ones like Taft. And he was like,
You know
wasn't he,
about
like,
Taft? Taft was it was huge.
He was really fat. Like that's the only thing everyone knows about him. He was
And
really
you know
fat.
what the funny thing is? They say that he's like today he'd be like normal size.
Today he's like your average
he's
American.
like smaller than Trump, and they call him gigantic. Yeah, he's like your average American.
He couldn't even fit in a bathtub. That's what I remember learning in history class.
That was I learned that same thing about him. That's so weird that
like
stuff
that was the
travels
one
like that.
thing we learned.
Yeah, they had to put a new tub in the White House. Yeah,
that is so funny.
Who's taking baths anyway, bro? Get in the shower.
No, back then they used to bathe.
I know they were. I know
bathing was the thing.
Dude,
now it's
yeah,
like no time to bathe. You know?
Back then they'd go in a lake if they could. Whatever to
Yeah.
you get what you could take.
It's
We were in a lot of
I mean-
running showers.
I mean, it's
Until,
not like they would
100
bathe
years
every
ago.
day.
Yeah.
They would just.
I know we're pretty like how amazing is it? We get to go press a button. We got hot water pouring
Yeah.
down on us. You know what I
Bam,
mean?
immediate,
Like luxury cleaning items. Like right.
Yeah.
pretty lucky. That hasn't happened
know.
until like 75 years ago, and even that still, it's only probably 20% of the world has that.
Yeah. But doesn't that make you think like, you're like, oh my God, can you believe like we can just shower every day?
Yeah.
But it's like, what are some things that we're doing now that in 20, 30 years,
Oh, I know that
they're going to be like,
one of
oh my
them's
God,
gonna
they
be,
couldn't.
one of them's going to be driving. Like I can't believe those people were
You had
driving.
to drive. Oh my God, people had to
Yeah.
drive.
Right. That's going to be one. Like that's
Yeah.
barbaric that we are out here driving cars at like 80
Yeah, that's
miles an
true.
hour on the highway. We're just like monkeys
And like
in
trying to
this
change
friggin-
the radio
I
station.
know. Yeah. That now we got like I got like video going on my phone.
Oh my God. So bad. No, I think it's so crazy. I don't know if this is like, I think people have adapted. This is kind of bad, but it's also like people have adapted to like distracted driving in a way, I think. Because with the phone, like people used to, okay, 10 and 2, like just stay focused. I mean, I guess people could listen to the radio probably in their car, but it's like now it's like, oh, you just need one hand on the wheel. I know how to drive with my knee. Like, it's not good though. I don't think anyways, but I think it's just evolving to like us doing stuff in the car. And then,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
know.
the evolution of, okay, then obviously, we need self-driving cars so that we can do stuff in the car because, we're just so busy. We're just such busy people.
No, you're right. Before like when you were going somewhere, driving was the only thing you had to concentrate on. You didn't have
just
like
focus.
right. Yeah. No, you're right. Drive like they really should not have us driving. And Andy's a big Elon Musk fan, so thankfully Elon Musk is pushing us in that direction.
But at the same time, for the doomers, the doomsday people that are like, okay, but what if the government shuts down the electrical power grid? All of a sudden, you can't go anywhere because your self-driving car is not going to drive you anywhere.
Well, if the
Now you
government
need-
shuts down the electric power grid, you also can't pump your gas.
Well,
So
yeah,
these
but
people are a little
okay,
well,
but you would have gas stored up. You would like have some gas
right.
saved
If you're
for
a
rainy
prepper,
day.
yeah, if
you're a prepper. Are you
Yeah.
kidding? If you're a prepper, yeah, you got some gas.
Well, there are some things to consider. Like if you are on the run, they're going to know exactly where you are all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I
I'm not
know.
going to be on the run, but like they're going to be able to shut your car off. They're going to
Yeah.
be able to like when is
It's
going to
like a
become
curse
the time?
and a blessing, It's like
right.
good and bad.
Yeah,
Yes.
you get so much from it, but yeah, like I mean, these phones track everything we do.
I know.
If you ever commit a
Yeah.
crime, they're gonna be able to tell you where you've been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're gonna be like, no, you were there, bro. If you're gonna go commit a
Yeah.
crime, leave your phone at home. If you're
Yeah.
going to Washington D.C. to protest, folks, if you're ever Going to Washington, leave your phone at home. Don't bring your phone with you.
Leave your phone at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. It's like all this information is at our fingertips. And before it used to be encyclopedias. Like I remember looking through encyclopedias when I was a kid. Being like, oh my God, look at all this information I could learn. I could be so smart if I just read all these encyclopedias.
Right. I remember like we used to be
Google stuff.
Right. Now you can just ask your phone. We used to be like with our friends and like, I wonder, who did this, who has the record for that, and be like, I bet you this, I bet you that. I want, you would never be able to figure it out. Now you can just doop, doop, doop.
Yeah.
All the world's knowledge. And you grew up with that. That's just like normal to you. Like when Andy and I grew up, we had nothing. We had nothing. We had 3 television stations. Nobody, like, we were fed propaganda that they wanted us to have.
Things.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
pretty wild. And then computer, like I didn't have an email until I went to college. That was the first time I got an email.
Yeah.
My Penn State email. Didn't have a computer. We didn't have a computer at home.
Yeah.
We had no internet at our house. I had no internet at my house until I went to college.
And then you had internet. Oh man, I remember playing computer games for the first time when I was like probably 7 or something. Like, oh, this is so fun, a game, but on the computer.
Yeah.
Oh, I have another news. NFT.
No way.
It's kind of gossip, actually, now that I think about it.
Okay.
No, it's just Pranksy went viral recently, actually yesterday, for they tweeted saying the meme coin meta is the most depressing, shitty, awful thing to wake up to each morning. That's what they said. And oh my gosh, they got so much shit for that. Basically, like everyone was like, oh yeah, but you minted all these worthless NFTs and blah, blah, blah. Like just being like, what's the difference?
Yeah. Right.
And then they were like, there's so much more utility with NFTs, they said, for NFTs, there were things beyond PFPs. Meme coins are just the lowest common denominator shit. That's what they said. And then they quote tweeted it, doubled down this morning and said, so many insults have been triggered this morning. A percent of NFTs actually had a purpose and potential. Your coin based on someone's pet wearing a piece of clothing is a fucking embarrassment. Excuse all the cursing. I'm just quoting over here. So, and then everyone's like,
angry.
Carter. Yes.
You can tell Pranksy's angry. Like, it never usually goes well when like somebody that crushed some other meta is going to shit on the new one, Yeah.
It's like, if you don't like it, just ignore it, because now you're actually bringing more attention to it.
Right.
So it's not doing exactly what you thought it would be doing, but no, because you can always tell when someone's mad when they tweet to them like, you're actually triggered because you're the one that wrote this. So
right, exactly.
And I don't like meme coins either, but I can respect.
Just don't go buy them.
Don't buy them.
Pretty easy.
Not that hard.
Yeah,
but it's so funny. Everyone, but at the same time, it brought everybody out of the woodworks and to comment on their tweets. So
that's I mean that's the name of the game on Twitter. Like just getting people to freaking interact with your stuff.
Rage bait.
Yeah, I mean that's like that's what you have really good information or like something controversial. You have to want to be putting out controversial stuff. Like
if you can do both edutainment, then that is like the sweet spot.
Isn't that the name of Patrick Bet-David's company?
Oh, yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Yep. I like him. You like that guy? You know him?
Yeah, he's really smart. I listen to some of his like Valuetainment, I think, his like podcast, and he's really smart.
Yeah. I listen to that too. I think it's called the PBD show or something. I don't even know. There's probably a bunch of different ones on his network.
I don't know. Yeah.
I like that dude. I've heard him on a few podcasts, and I started listening to his.
I know. I forget where I first heard it. Yeah.
I first heard him on Rogan, where I've heard a lot of people for the first time.
Oh, really? I've been seeing a clip of.
No, I first heard him on Andrew Schultz's podcast, believe it or not.
Andrew Schultz. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
What was I gonna say? Oh, Patrick Bet David.
Yeah.
Okay, the clip of him on Joe Rogan has been circulating on Twitter recently because he was like telling Joe Rogan he should interview Trump, I guess.
Yes.
And then he was saying,
tried
like,
to get Joe Rogan to interview Trump like a year ago or something.
right, and then
Go
is
ahead.
it happening now or something? Like, why was that
It did
clip
happen. You
circulating?
didn't see that? Yeah, it did
Oh,
happen. It dropped on
okay.
Saturday. It dropped on like Saturday night or something.
What? How did I not see?
Yeah.
Okay, no,
I don't know. It's like the most watched podcast ever for the first 3 days or something.
Are you serious? And I missed
Yeah.
that somehow.
Like 57 million views or
Ah,
something.
36 million views. Wow.
On YouTube. That's YouTube alone, right?
On just Joe Rogan's YouTube. That's just YouTube, yeah.
It's insane.
It's not the most popular though, but it's the 1, 2, 3, 4th most popular, but I'm sure it'll work its way out. It's only been 3 days. Like, it'll probably work its way out.
It's unbelievable.
Elon Musk has, 34. Oh, it just didn't update. So it's his 3rd most. Oh, but it's going to be, Edward Snowden is his 2nd most, which watched was his 38 million views. It's probably going to beat that.
Yeah, it will.
And then his 1st most watched
And
is
Snowden was
61
years
million.
ago.
Yeah, it was 5 years ago. So
Yeah.
I watched that one too. That was a good one.
Yeah, really good.
Wow, 3 hours. Oh, he always has such long podcasts.
I know.
It's so
That's
long.
his style. That's his
I
style.
know. Yeah, he's good at it. He's good at the long form. And I like that he does that because it's like, I don't know, people, it's kind of like the name of the game with YouTube is like short, quick. And it's like,
Yep.
sometimes you just want to like something long and chill and not like all like, look at me, 1 second.
Right.
You know, like all the fast. It's like, it's too much.
I agree. Yeah, the whole world is like, I mean, that's like TikTok. It's the TikTokification of all the
Yeah.
apps. Everything has gone to, even Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. They all get me into those videos and scrolling just to see 'em.
Yeah.
Like if you're in those, a video comes and all of a sudden you're like scrolling. That's what they want you to do, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
You know.
do you do TikTok or no? You got it on.
No, see, I'm so glad I do not have any. Really, I actually don't really even, like I said, I haven't been on Twitter, so I really don't do social media much these days. My boyfriend sometimes sends me Instagram videos that I like have to watch because he sent them to me, but I don't scroll on anything really.
TikTok is crazy. It's so invasive. Like my friends and I will be texting about something, and then literally
Oh
I'll
my
open up my
God.
TikTok and it'll be like
Yeah.
giving me exactly what we were talking about.
Or yeah, I know.
It's so weird.
You'll be talking about something in person to someone.
I know.
It'll pop
I
up on
know.
your
I know.
that happens
It does,
with
totally.
yeah.
Like
I'll-
weird things that you would never talk about. Like
you
that would
wouldn't
never
search.
show up on your thing.
It would just
Right.
and then all of a sudden
So weird. I know.
Yeah.
It's so invasive.
It
I'm
kind
just
of
gonna
works to my
enjoy it.
benefit. It works to my
Yeah.
benefit sometimes because I'll talk to my boyfriend about something that I want,
And it'll
it'll
come
pop
up on
on
his thing
his.
to like buy
And
it.
then-
That's
yeah.
you should do that on purpose.
Sometimes he buys it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Let's go!" It's because I was talking about it, and I didn't even. But now that maybe I should be strategic
I'm
about
actually,
that.
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go onto my wife's phone and like start searching things that I want for like Christmas and like searching a bunch and then just delete the search and then have it all start popping up. Or
Yeah,
just talk to
exactly.
her phone. Just go to grab
No,
her
yeah,
phone.
just
Talk
grab
to
her phone and start talking
Yeah,
into the phone.
That's even better. That's pretty funny. Love it. Improbable. Remember Improbable? They were building Other Side.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They were
No,
with Yuga. There's a company called Improbable. They're
Mhm.
launching an L1. And I switched up quick there.
they're launching an L1.
And the
What?
L1, they're launching it because it's a high throughput. It can do 400,000 transactions in a second, every second.
Wow.
So this is pretty impressive. I mean, everyone's doing L1, L2.
Mhm.
Did I say Cardano's doing their L2? Like it's all, there's so many because there's so much money in it. So
Yeah.
people just keep trying. You remember that NHL launched on Suite, kind of like a dapper competitor in like
Oh,
moments for the
yeah.
NHL. That was like a year ago. The MLS is now launching on there. So they got another
MLS? What's that?
Major League Soccer.
Oh, okay. Is that American soccer or something?
Yeah, it's American League. The American made like the American Professional Soccer League. I actually went to a game. Edward and I go to games all the time. Inter Miami is our local team, and Messi plays for them.
That's right. You were saying that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We went to the playoff game Friday night. It was incredible.
Nice.
We have so much fun. We go down there 2 hours before the game. He plays soccer on this mini field. I think I talked about this last time.
Yeah. That's fun.
It's a blast. It's an absolute blast. They're going to start
awesome.
getting more. I feel bad that the tickets are going to start getting real expensive as the playoffs go on. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to be buying every, it'll be like $200 each to get into the game probably.
Oh, that's way too much.
It's a lot. We'll have to see though.
Yeah.
Here's another thing I found really cool. I've been watching Avenged Sevenfold. They did that Death Bats collection back in 2021, maybe 2022. They did a collection called Death Bats, 10,000 of them. And ever since then, it's one of the most utility-filled NFTs for their fans. They've been getting concert pre-sales, but they just did last weekend a 25th anniversary concert for NFT holders only. You had to have the NFT to go to the concert.
25th anniversary. Wow.
Yeah, of when their first album came out or whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah. I think what they're doing with that is really, really cool. And the last piece of news I had is a security thing, reminding everyone to be careful because there are lots of ways and scammers are always finding new ways to scam you. The North Korean hackers, they always call them North Korean hackers. Like you picture North Korea, there's like no technology. They're like, all poor in the Stone Age. And then all the best hackers in the world are from North Korea conveniently. I don't know if I buy that. They're probably all CIA operatives stealing people's money, and they're just called North Korean operatives. You know what I mean? They just put it out there that they're North Korean because no one can ever go get them.
I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that makes more sense than them actually being North Korean.
That does make sense.
Yeah. Oh my God! I think I just cracked the code there. Well, what they did is this time they put a fake game out there. So it looked like you were going to just download and play a game. It was called D-Tank Zone.
No.
If you downloaded that game, it added malware to your computer, which attacked your crypto. Yep.
So bad.
I know.
Yeah. I know people used to have like separate computers for crypto, which is pretty next level in my opinion but that sucks. That definitely sucks. Oh, I have some I was just scrolling on Twitter. I forgot I wanted to mention this. Fuck Render, who we had on literally like 2 years ago.
Yep.
So long ago. Oh my God. Sorry, I have a sore throat, you guys. So, he just dropped jewelry. He just designed some jewelry and he dropped like a gold pendant and necklace, silver pendant and necklace, and then like it's called a fucking flower. That's what it's called. So that's really cool. He's still building in the space and we love to see it. He's like one of those people that even though he doesn't have a bunch of eyeballs on him, like he's been grinding. Like I have been seeing him grinding away, doing his thing and constantly coming out with stuff like since I've been following the guy. So anyways, shout out to him for that. And
these are really cool. It's actually a beautiful pendant. I love this.
I know.
Silver one. It's really neat. It's like
with
unique.
the emerald, like
I know. Are
so
they real emeralds?
Lab created.
Okay.
So they're not natural, but
yeah, sure.
But I mean, really pretty.
It's
I like
really
the
pretty.
gold one, $1,600.
Did you see those machines? Those machines people are buying on Alibaba to create diamonds, lab created diamonds. Are like mass produced machines
oh my
now,
gosh.
and you can have like a diamond farm. Diamonds are worthless. They've always been hoarded anyway, and like kept
That's why
artificially priced high.
Yeah,
I think it's the dumbest. I think it's like the dumbest thing ever that people pay that much for a little tiny rock. I
know. I think diamonds are a bit overrated.
I think it's crazy.
There's so many other, like, I like natural rubies, like those are so
yeah.
like there's so many other gemstones that look so beautiful natural that are way less expensive, but but I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But like if you buy like antique jewelry, like stuff that's like 100 years old, then those diamonds are always all natural because they didn't have lab back then, obviously.
Yeah.
So, and they're like better quality diamonds too. They're like good stuff. So, so yeah. And if you go to like coin shops, like those places that are like, we buy gold, like they sell like gold jewelry for basically like melt prices, like really good deals. So, I mean, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they'll just send them off to the refiners and like melt them and stuff. But
talking about like shops, pawn shops,
not kind of like pawn shops. Actually, pawn shops are good. If you don't know what coin shops are, then pawn shops are good because they also sell jewelry for like really good deals. Like I've definitely bought jewelry from pawn shops. I like getting jewelry from like, coin shops, like, yeah, coin shops, like the places are like, we buy gold.
That might be a good, that's a good,
that's a good pro tip.
That might be a good tip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. For melt, they sell for melt prices.
Sure. I've been really into learning about precious metals. Like,
got the lingo down.
I know. You'd be surprised how much time I've spent like learning about.
Really?
I don't know. I've just been learning a lot about like gold and silver and stuff. And yeah.
I've actually been learning a bit about rare earth minerals. I find that very interesting.
Rare earth mineral. Like what are rare, like gemstones?
Like
or
iridium and lithium and things that are needed for production, but they find like deposits of them places.
Like stuff on the periodic table of elements.
Yeah, some of that stuff, yeah.
Like lithium. Yeah. That's cool.
Cobalt. Cobalt's one of the major ones.
Cobalt.
It might not be lithium.
That's also a periodic table of element.
Yeah, I guess
one
it
of
is.
the elements. Yep. You're just naming all the elements.
Hydrogen.
Oxygen.
I don't know. Potassium. Like,
yeah.
But I think that's part of the reason that the war in Ukraine is being fought is there's supposedly trillions of dollars in rare earth minerals underneath Ukraine.
Rare earth minerals.
They're important. You need them for cell phones. You need them for everything, electronics.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they use, what do they use? Like platinum and palladium. Like they'll use, so there's 4 precious metals: gold, silver, platinum, palladium. Those are the 4 main ones. But they really just make jewelry with gold, silver, and platinum. But they'll make I forget what, car parts. Like, what is it called? The car, oh my God. Cadillac converter? Yeah.
The catalytic.
Oh, yeah. Catalytic converter. I forget what it's made with, but it's either, I don't know, but there's either silver, platinum, or palladium. Now I'm blanking. But people steal them and scrap them for that. For the value.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's usually platinum, palladium, and rhodium.
Oh, it's all of them. Let's go.
Which are collectively known as platinum group metals, PGMs.
Yeah. So, Wenlo just...
Wow. That's crazy. I never knew what the catalytic converter did. A heat-resistant substrate.
Yeah, I don't even know where you find that in the car. I just know they've been stealing them. People have been stealing them.
Nice.
Do we have any other NFT-related news?
I don't think so. I think we went over all the news. What do you think?
I think we went over all the news.
Yeah.
All right, that is all for this week. Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of the NFT Catcher podcast, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the NFT Catcher podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something new about the exciting world of NFTs. If you enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you really love what you're hearing, please leave us a rating and review on your favorite platform. If If you want to stay up to date with the latest news and insights from the NFT space, be sure to follow us on all the socials at NFT Catcher Pod. You can follow Jennifer at Jennifer_Pseudo and Michael at NFTicket. I'm your producer, Andy, and I'm at AJC254. Our theme song's by It's Just Los. We always appreciate your feedback and support, which helps us reach more people and bring you informative and engaging content about NFTs. We look forward to bringing you more great NFT content in future episodes. Thanks for listening. Peace.